Hi, this is Ted Radick with the Courier Sports Department, and this week I'll be going on location to Liberty-Benton, where I'll be speaking with Eagles girls basketball coach Nate Irwin. Liberty-Benton will be playing Smithville at 3 p.m. Thursday in the Division III state semifinals. Coach, can you tell us a little bit about Smithville?
Smithville has a real good team. I mean, they're 25-1 on the season. They lost their very first game of the season, but now they've won 25 in a row, so they've been on quite a roll. They got a lot of girls back from last year, and they went undefeated last year until the regional finals, where they got beat by Regina. So they've had a very successful past 2 seasons, as have we. They've got a real nice post player on the inside that averages 21 points a game for them, and also have a real nice point guard who does a great job of getting them in their offenses and distributing the ball. She averages right around 10 points a game. Their other starters, they have a second 6-foot post player that averages 8 a game. Another guard that averages 10 a game, and then their last starter is a guard that averages right around 4 points a game. So they're pretty balanced, and they definitely have their one go-to player, but they got a couple other girls that can score as well.
Okay, Jenna Pugh is a 6-foot senior for Smithville. She is a returning first-team All-Ohio basketball player. She was also first-team All-Ohio volleyball, and she's the post player you mentioned that is probably going to be the key to stopping them, you think?
Yeah, I mean, our game plan defensively definitely starts with how we're going to defend her. We'll have a really hard time. We're not going to shut her out. She's going to get points. And I told the girl she can score 20 points and we can still beat them. We just have to do the best we can to make her earn her points and try to take away those other players that we match up maybe to a little bit better. We don't have a 6-foot post player inside that can go one-on-one against her. So we're going to have to rely on some double teams and hope that we can guard their shooters and not let them get any easy looks on the perimeter.
All right, Coach, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about each of your starters. If you could say a few words about each of them. Let's start out the guards with senior Caitlin Ramsey.
Yeah, Caitlin is our point guard. Averages right around 11 points a game and 5 assists a game. She's been our point guard all season long, does a great job getting us into our offenses, has made 53 pointers on the season, so she's definitely a perimeter scoring threat and just helps us play a fast-paced game. She does a great job of running the floor, keeping her head up, and distributing the ball and being very unselfish at the point guard position for us.
Okay, and sophomore shooting guard Katie Kraft.
Katie's had a great season. I mean, last year as a freshman, she played well for us, but she's gotten so much better and added a lot of things to her game. She's been a great outside shooter for us. She's had over 83 pointers made on the season now, which is our school record by quite a bit. One of our best defenders, if not our best defender on the perimeter, usually has the assignment of guarding the other team's best perimeter player and does a great job of sitting down and guarding them and defending them the best she can. And she's been our second leading scorer. She's averaging right around 17 to 18 points a game.
Okay, a senior combination wing forward guard, Amber Peterson.
She's averaging right around 9 points a game on the season, but in the tournament her numbers are a little bit higher than that. She had a big game for us in the regional final against Western Reserve, where she scored 19 points, won 8 out of 10 from the field. And then against Tenora, also in the regional, she hit some big shots for us early on to keep us in that game when we were behind. So, she's a senior. She's already been to Columbus twice. As a freshman, she played at Findlay when they made it to state, and then last year with us. So this will be her 3rd trip down there. So hopefully that will help her, be relaxed and calm coming into the game and be ready to play from the start.
Down inside, you have junior Ashley Snyder.
Ashley's a returning starter for us as well. She started a lot of games for us last year in the post. Gotten a lot better offensively and defensively this year. Had a real good game once again in the regional finals. Had a season high of 10 points and 6 or 7 rebounds. She's been doing a real good job for us. She doesn't always get a lot of shots. She knows her role. She does it well. And, without her, we definitely would not be as good. And she stepped up and played well for us this year.
And finally, senior Amanda Hyde.
Amanda's been a 4-year starter for us, and she's been our best player for 4 years, averaging just over 20 points a game and has over 1,600 points now on her career. She's just one of those special players that can score inside, can shoot, and shoots well from the free throw line, and just makes plays. Very unselfish. Has no problem distributing the ball. I mean, she was our fourth scorer the other night in our regional final game. So she has no problems in giving the ball up and letting her teammates make plays. But she also knows when the game's on the line and we need big plays, she's going to step up and make plays for us.
Okay, in the other semifinal at 1 p.m. on Thursday, Middletown Madison plays Ironton. Ironton's kind of a surprise, but they did beat Oak Hill. So.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, you would have thought Oak Hill was probably the favorite to come out of that regional, but they gave Ironton a good game during the season, only beat them by 2. So the fact that Ironton came back and then beat them is not a huge shock. I mean, it was an upset, but not a huge shock. Ironton was 13-7 during the regular season, but started to play a little bit better during the tournament. Made a nice run, and now they're in the Final Four, and they have just as good a shot as anybody of winning the next 2 games.
And Madison is just huge.
Madison's big. I mean, they got 4 starters that are 6 foot or taller. Their best player, the Mallet girl, is 6'3", and is being recruited by some big-time college basketball programs. She's only a junior, but she'll end up playing Division I basketball someday, at a big school. And they're just very athletic, coached well. We're going to focus on Thursday first and be prepared for that, and whatever happens after that, we'll worry about later.
That's it for the Buzz video this week. Be sure and follow the game action on Thursday as Jamie Baker blogs live from Columbus. You can check the Courier.com Thursday evening and the Courier on Friday for all the game coverage. A reminder, the girls All-Ohio teams will be released this week, and Ohio Miss Basketball on Thursday.